were tearing up their house, they were like, I can't do this.
Right.
And so they gave them to us. They lost their fear of people. So they are what we call habituated, which means they look to people for food. So obviously if we were to release these cats, they would go walking right up to people because they are not scared of people. Yeah. So that's them.
So it's safe to say they're domesticated, right?
They're not domesticated. No,
Oh.
see, they live outside in an enclosure.
Okay.
They would not do well inside.
Okay.
They like to climb. They do like to be destructive.
Okay.
So they would tear things up inside. You'll see they've got lots of rocks, lots of like branches and stuff to crawl on and
right.
sharpen their claws on, things like that. They do act somewhat like house cats. They're very shy towards new people. They do know us, and they do have, you know, volunteers that they like more, that they dislike more. And they do get growly, they get swatty. So we have lots of safety precautions for when we go in there with them, just to make sure that we don't get injured.
Coyote urine, so they don't visit as frequently.
Yeah. So we do have wild, you know, animals. Obviously, our center backs up to the mountain. We don't typically see them, so we are only here. We're here pretty late, actually. Come on, man, I'm gonna get you. Happy glove. Actually, nice too.
Oh.
The birds are hard because they have to have equipment on to be out there.
Right, and try to, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's pretty good. A lot of them are pretty good just staying on the gloves. So since he can't see very well, and he's been with us for a very long time, why do you look like you're about to jump in my face?
He's an ambassador, right?
He is. This is Taffy.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think I met him.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't really leave the center much, but he can't.
With these animals.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So this is a barred owl. So he's the most common species of owl here in Georgia. These are the ones a lot of people have in their backyard. So you hear them calling to each other a lot of times.
And they're pretty loud.
They are. Yeah. They sound
They
like
are loud.
hooks for you. A lot of times it's like a hoo 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 hoo. They can also make some other noise.
A lot louder than that.
I know. Did you hear that?
So I spoke with Scott, and I know you guys are leaving us, and
Just down the road.
yeah.
Down the road, though.
I mean, but do you guys have any plans on what you're gonna do with the area here?
I don't know. Actually,
Are you guys leaving it up to the city?
here's the issue. I just come here and care for animals.
Right.
I don't deal with that part of it. Scott would lean it onto a roof, and she ended up cracking the top part of her beak. We wrapped it to try to get it to heal, and it ended up completely breaking off.
Oh no.
So they use that top part of their beak like a steak knife because
Right.
they are hunting animals that they cannot swallow whole, right? So they've got to be able to cut it or tear it into pieces.
Right.
Swallow it.
That's right.
So for a while we had to cut her food up for her. Now she has figured out a way to maneuver it to where she can kind of use her beak, mostly use her feet to tear it into pieces. Hey, be nice. Beakers.
But she's definitely not ready for the wild, correct?
She won't be able to be released because we can't get her beak to grow back straight. So because of the way it was broken, when it grows back out, it grows kind of around in a circle. So it doesn't grow straight like it's supposed to. It kind of curves back around.
Right.
So we have to keep it filed regularly.
Oh.
And she wouldn't be able to do that in the wild. And if it overgrew, she eventually wouldn't be able to eat.
Oh no.
So she's going to have to see her. So she can fly. You'll see her fly all around. It's just that beak injury. Beakers. She's naming the Coco. And that's Coco. So Coco came to us. He's been with us for like 15 years, a very long time. He actually was attacked by a group of crows. So in the wild, crows and hawks are natural enemies. So somebody saw this happening. They saw a big group of crows beating up Coco, and then they brought him to us. So the damage that the crows did is they pulled out all of his long flight feathers, the big long primary flight feathers, in one of his wings. And because the follicle was damaged, those feathers will never grow back. So as he flies around, you'll see he is very crooked. He doesn't get a lot of air under that one wing, which is his right wing. And so he is not able to soar and hunt in the wild. Come on. You're just gonna let me knock you over? Come on. Left. Left. Left.
Look at that.
She
Look
likes
at
to
that.
scream at me when she's mad. She might also fly back to her house. This is Cricket. She's an eastern screech owl. So hi.
You're disturbing the peace.
I know. She was napping. So she is the smallest species of owl that's native here in Georgia. And she's so cute. So
She's
tiny.
cute.
She's
You
fully
see her?
grown. She doesn't get any bigger.
Oh.
Good girl. I should have brought the scale out here and just weighed you while I was out here.
Oh, she's about to fly back.
She might, yeah. Hi.
Oh, we can't keep her out here this long.
He's so cute. Would you
Thanks
like
for
to go
coming out.
back? You want to preach? No.
He's huge.
Good love. This is something we've been working on is hanging out on the glove for a minute. You want to readjust? No? Okay.
Goodness, look at his his talon.
Good. So this is Oscar the Grouch. He's our great horned owl. You guys want to come up here so you can see better? Hi.
There we go.
Look at that. You're doing so good. So he obviously has a wing injury. You see this wing droops, so it doesn't tuck up nicely against his body like his other wing. So he also was hit by a car. Unfortunately, that is the most common reason that we get animals. They are coming down to the side of the road to eat animals, you know, the small rodents that are eating the trash that people throw out of their cars. So that is the most common reason that we get all kinds of animals, birds, mammals, all kinds of things, turtles, snakes even.
So you get armadillos?
We do, not super often. I would say we maybe get like 2 or 3 a year, maybe, but nothing compared to, you know, like possums. We get like 100 or something, like a couple hundred every year.
Yeah, she has a lot of energy.
Yeah, we can either stay here, we can go back to the front porch for the last couple.
Love you too, buddy.
He was also famous.
Oh man, we just disturbing the peace. Look at that. All right, what you want to do a selfie? All right, well your mom gonna get one anyway.
He sort of looks up. It's kind of weird. We'll just turn him sideways.
That's a lot better. At least we got a smile out of you instead of making those funny faces. Look at that. You want to rub him? Oh no, leave him alone. He might bite.
Yeah, because he has claws.
Yeah, he has claws.
He can walk around.
Look at you.
So because of how special needs he is, he actually doesn't need the harness.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't really go far.
Okay. Look at that, the groundhog. He like, this is not my type of weather.
He doesn't really come outside much.
Oh, look at that.
His little tail. I love his little ears and his little tail. They're so interesting to me because they're so different looking from all the other animals.
And so what type of snakes you have?
So the typical snakes that we see a lot of black rat snakes.
Okay.
We see corn snakes, we see black racers. We got a copperhead that we have that's not native here. So this is Andrew. He's our ball python. The reason that we keep him in our program is so we can go to schools and actually let kids touch him. Since he is not a wild animal, it adds a little something extra to
Is that the one the college kid left in his home?
Yes.
That's him.
This is him.
So he gained weight, guys.
A lot of weight. He's real thick now. He was very skinny and very dehydrated when we got him. But because he's not native here, you can just buy these at pet stores. So when we go to schools and show little kids all these crazy wild animals, they're really sad because they don't get to touch any of them, right? Yeah. They just have to look at them and listen to us talk about them. So with him, we can actually let people touch him.
Who want to be brave and touch the python?
Touch him?
Zion, you're very brave. You can go and touch him.
Just not in his face. Just touch his back. Yeah. What does he feel like?
Does it feel creepy?
Scales. Yeah, you're right.
She just dissected. What did you just dissect? You said.
At Sequest.
At Sequest, you just dissected what creature?
What was it?
You forgot?
It got tentacles.
A squid.
I was fixing to say. I was gonna say the answer for you. I can't believe this.
Dissected a squid. That is so cool. I've heard of Sequest. It's right around
Yes.
here, right?
Uh-huh.
He's lived with people his whole life. He's never lived in the wild because he's not native here. He's native to South America.
Zion, he was at the Wild Night Out. You remember? He was at the Wild Night Out, and they brought the snake to us.
Yeah.
When we was, cause she's like, Papa, this don't look the same. And I'm like, no, it's not the same venue.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's
So
not.
at the event,
Yeah,
I
they-
held Coco,
right.
one of the hawks, and then I swapped him out with Oscar, the big owl.
Yeah,
and
Oscar,
then I
yeah.
dealt with the groundhog as well. She's got some bad teeth, so she gets some medicine for that.
What's their average lifespan?
So in captivity, they can live like 25 years. So, like 20 to 25 years. I think the bobcat they had before. So this used to be one cage.
Savannah
one
bobcat.
The bobcat before I was here.
She won't come out. Fun while it lasted.
She is napping.
Next time. Oh yeah.
No, it did like that. You.
doing.